Shit, man. It's been a minute. It's been like a week, and my beard's already grown in. That's how you know it's been a minute, right? I want to react to this article by the New York Times. It's called "Stressed, Tired, and Rushed: A Portrait of the Modern Family." And the reason why I want to talk about this, I find this article to be really cool because I always thought about how like our society's changing, how there's like less and less parents who are more of a traditional household, and in the effect that, you know, one person's at home, one person's out in the workforce. Usually what you see more so of now are two people out. You know, the mother and the father and the father, or the mother and the mother, or whatever, are both out, both going, trying to make a career for themselves, meaning that there's less time being devoted at home. So they say children are much more likely than not to grow up in a household which their parents work and in which their parents work. And in nearly half of all two-parent families today, both parents work full-time. Full-time. There's nobody at home. A sharp increase from previous decades. What hasn't changed, the difficulty of balancing it all. I found one of the most interesting things about this was that they say the survey found something of a stress gap by race and education. College-educated parents and white parents were significantly more likely than other parents to work, to say work-family balance is difficult. Now, why is that? They say that, you know, they're more college-educated, they're white, so they're gonna make more money. They're gonna have more economic influence. But why is it that they find the work balance struggle difficult? And what that also means is that they're not home. There are, according to this research by Pew Research, white people who are more likely to have both parents out in the workforce and have nobody at home taking care of the kids. Now you gotta ask yourself, is that good for our society? Is that a good family dynamic? Do you really want that? Because if you have to make a sacrifice. If you want to be you know, have two family members or two parents out in the workforce, you got to understand that you're going to lose the time you spend with your kids. So you have to understand that work-life balance. Now, non-white families don't have a problem with that. Why is that? Is it because we're more traditional in our culture? Now, I know you motherfuckers out there are going to make jokes and be like, well, that's because, you know, one of y'all obviously don't have a job. Like, possibly, that could possibly be a reason. We don't know if it's a cause or if it's an effect, but it's there. But you also have Hispanic families, Asian families. I think that what this article shows the most is that just because you have economic influence and education, it doesn't always mean that you're creating the right environment for your child. I mean, or for a family structure, right? Basically, you need somebody to be there. Whether that means that, honestly, I don't know the solution for it. Whether that means that maybe the woman of the household, if she wants to go out, the father stays home. Maybe if both parents were able to work something out with their employer, where one week, one parent, or like for a month or whatever, one parent can work full time and the other parent can make a deal with their job where maybe they can have more time off, and then they'll flip and they'll switch, you know. Maybe there's something, but the article does say that society has not caught up with, you know, creating a culture that affects this. But my only concern is that if the government and our society like catches up, what that means is that society's going to be raising your children. You know, you're gonna leave your children's lives up to other individuals in your community, especially in a community where, like, in a time and age where we're growing more and more apart. Like, we don't know our neighbors, we don't know people in our neighborhood. Most of us are isolated, and we interact like this. So with a future like that, are you really willing to allow strangers raise your children? So that's where I want to leave that. It's getting long. Check the article out. I'll put it in the link in the description below. And if you like this video, please give me a like. If you like it, subscribe. I got 1 subscriber. I've done like 20 videos. I got 1 subscriber, dog. So help a brother out. Let me know what's up, and that's it.